With airstrikes against the Islamic State, targets in Syria in full swing, United States and Russian military officials have signed a memorandum of understanding which included steps their pilots should be mindful in avoiding clashes during their operations. Russian Deputy Defense Minister Anatoly Antonov says the MOU is a positive step forward after both sides first met in New York over the Syrian conflict early this month.
We consider as a positive step the signing of Memorandum of Understanding between the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation and the Department of Defense of the United States of America on the prevention of flight safety incidents in the course of operations in the Syrian Arab Republic. This document is of considerable practical importance. It regulates operations of manned and unmanned aerial vehicles in the airspace over Syria.
Antonov says apart from the MOU, Russia is seeking an agreement that is more substantial. He says Russia has put forward a number of specific proposals to deepen military cooperation between the two countries, such as requesting the US to provide them with the specific ISIL targets in Syria. But the response from Washington has been negative. Pentagon spokesman Peter Cook says the full text of the MOU will not be released at Russia's request.
The US and Russia will form a working group to discuss any implementation issues that follow. The MOU does not establish zones of cooperation, intelligence sharing, or any sharing of target information in Syria. The discussions through which this MOU was developed do not constitute U.S. cooperation or support for Russia's policy or actions in Syria. In fact, far from it, we continue to believe that Russia's strategy in Syria is counterproductive, and their support for the Assad regime will only make Syria's civil war worse.
US and Russia have the same IS militant enemies, but they cannot agree on the leadership of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. US says if the conflict ends, there could not be a return to the status quo under Assad, while Russia says Assad should stay in power and be part of the wipeout of IS.